Sorry for the delay. I had a PlayStation controller drop on my toe and I had some effing and jeffing to do. Okay. I was like, for God's sake, it made my eye water, boy. It come off a shelf quite high and it just whacked me in my big toe. I was very vexed. So I'm still getting over the emotional damage of that one. But yeah, we're here. Thank you for all coming in early. I appreciate it, guys, over on YouTube. Yesterday, I want a big shout out to everybody who took part yesterday. We hit 50 hours within like a very small time, like 3.5 hour live. We hit over 50 hours just on YouTube itself, which was really good. So I must have done an entertaining show because everybody stayed for over an hour or so. Right, I'm just firing up my secondary chat, but that's no big deal. Right, I thought we'd start with Akatori today, and then we're going to go on to Grim Dawn, and then from Grim Dawn, after about 2 hours, your first impression of that one, we're going to jump in to a little bit of Whisper Mountain. We're going to revisit that one because they did send out another code and asked me to check it out, and I am always willing to work with companies of a game that I respect anyway. Let me just adjust myself because, you know, the whole toe incident has left me a bit bewildered. Yeah, I'm not really ready for today at all. Right, okay. Here we go. Starting off with a bang, literally. Let's move that over so I can see the chat. There we go. So Steam is up. Right, we'll leave this. Unfortunately, I don't think this has a still with a controller. That'd be easier. I haven't configured this one yet. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, no sound in the background here. TAA definitely. VSync's on. Audio wires. We'll turn down the music so we don't want to get no copyrightage. Bum, bum, bum. Perfect. Probably about right, actually. Yeah. Okay, good. So it will cut out when I switch, but I'm going to try not to switch as much. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we are checking out Akatori, I believe it's pronounced, or Akatori. It looks really cool. It's like a Asian-infused female protagonist on a side-scrolling retro-style 2D pixel art hack and slash type of game, which looks really interesting. It actually looks really, really fun. They've sent it out as early check, so we're going to check it, rate it, and release it to you guys and see if it's worth your hard-earned money. So Akatori is an epic Metrovania side-scrolling 2D action game where you wield a staff to fight, jump, and explore diverse realms across different eras. Explore world-spanning different eras, battle formidable enemies, and help Mako stop the amber storms that poison the living things. So Amber is her name. So who is Akatori? Let's find out. So overwhelmingly positive reviews on release. It only released today. It's by Contrast Games. Greatly appreciate them sending out the game code. It's $11 right now in a sale, or $13 off the sale, which just makes it around that $10 mark. So that's a good starting point for a game of this quality. Single player, Steam achievements, trading cards, cloud saving, controller support across the board, and of course it works on Linux, as you can see, so it will work on the deck. There is no deck support yet because the game is just too early for them to rate it. Steam's very careful about who it gives the green tick to. So we have 8 gig RAM, Windows 10 or somewhere around there, you know, or above, and a 1050 GTX. So we're always going to be hitting that sort of 1060 mark with most games nowadays. I don't think anyone's really going to recommend less than that. But that is it for the write-up. So without further ado, let's jump in. Right. We've got story, confrontation, suffering, and one chance. One chance. Challenging battles with no room for mistakes. Enemy attack and environmental damage are set for those who are looking for a tough challenge. I like this. This is good. Good. It's good. Good replay value right here. Yes. Okay. Let's go with story. That sounded a little bit like Elmer Fudd then. Good. 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 Good challenge. I've got to get my shit together today, boys. Oh, it was a late night last night. I'm blaming that. And I'm also blaming PlayStation controller in the big toe. Okay, Akatori, here we go. Okay, I'm already getting the Dragon Quest vibes from this one, i.e. the remakes. Wow, that was a quick start. No story whatsoever, no waffle or gubbins. Yeah, no slop or tripe. Okay, we're full Kung Fu combat. I'm not sure of the origin of this character. She could be Chinese, she could be Japanese, she could be Pekingese, she could be Indianese. Who knows? There is no story to go by. Her jump is huge. Look at that. I can jump. I can clear the tree almost. That's mad. So I am using the 8-bit Do controller today, and it works beautifully so far. It's very responsive. Now, volumes-wise, I think we can probably go louder on this one, because it's quite a quiet game. Let's give you the full experience, boys. So if it's too loud, let me know. But I'll incrementally increase it as we go. Yeah, very quiet, isn't it? Yeah, that's about right. Okay, sweet. Enjoy yourselves. Who's this? Yumi. Okay, she was just meditating apparently. Anyway, there's a bunch of soldiers on an urgent mission to the Amber Castle. We don't know. We don't know what she's talking about, and even our character doesn't know. They're waiting for you in the square. Okay. There's apparently an abbot involved. Let's go check him out. I'm assuming the abbot's a man. I don't know. Okay, we've got checkpoints. Metrovania style. Yeah, pretty basic combat. Double A to twice. Sweet. Down an A. All of the old school tropes are here, boys. So far, so good. Likeable character. Decent pixel art. Decent controls. Responsive. Do we have slide? Ooh, we got roll. We haven't been taught to roll, but we have roll. Okay, we can look around. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, that's more of a modern spin on a 2D, classic 2D genre. I like that. It's like Sonic without breaking his neck. Okay, dodge roll through him. Where do my balls go? So we get like these little, I don't know what they are. They're like little balls, but they're going up in, they look like a little piece of a leaf or something. I'm guessing they're currency that we can buy stuff with, i.e. upgrades. Shiny thing. A rage potion. I don't know if you can see that behind me, big bonds. Rage potion. Okay, use potions with D-pad. Ah, up in the top center there. Okay, that's interesting. Now we can rest. So I'm guessing that gives us more damage. Ooh, okay, we might need that damage. No. Pips. And that was Phil. Okay, one came out just as you defeat it. Ooh. Okay, to jump higher, grab the health potion. Where is our health? How do we know if we're down on health? I think it's that thing at the top there. Let's use it. Ooh, it's like little feathers. Cool beans. So one health potion is one feather essentially. Yep, dodge move. Yep, pretty simple. Nice. Nothing new here right now. So far, pretty much everything you would expect to be going on is going on. But it has a very eerie atmosphere. It's quite cool. I just love the artwork in it. I could play this all day long. It's got me again. That thing look how slow it is now. It charges before you even see it. That's why you get hit by them. Look. All about the charge move, and then he just chills out for an hour. Okay, that's a missed trick. You see these green things? As they come at you, it would be nice to be able to hit them back. like a deflection or a counter attack. Maybe we get that later, but for now, as that came at us, I thought it'd be nice to like punch it back, and then it does damage to the actual enemy itself. And I think you can cheese it because it looks like I can keep collecting those by going back in like a Souls-like and then just resetting the board with this. Do a little bit of meditation and then we're back in the room, full health, and then we can do better next time and gain. Yeah, 172, so you can just keep redoing it. This is actually a really good section to do that in. It's only got like 3 enemies and they're pretty basic. There you go, we didn't take a hit this time. A little bit of practice makes all the difference. Up and over, and we are outie. Happy days. I tried to roll. I think there might be a stamina to this somewhere. It feels like it's unresponsive once you punch. Ah. Yeah, hang on. Do that, into that. You can interrupt an attack. So maybe it's just me. I'm going to take the blame on that one. I was hoping to roll after the attack, but it does look like you can interrupt your attack with a roll. Hit the lever to open a door. But then we could have also gone left here. Now let's check out if we've got the roguelike map. Do we have any map? Collectibles? Ah, the map's not open yet. But we do get a sneak peek at the character screen, which has the inventory. So we can place a slot. Ooh, we can move that around. Okay, that's a cool idea. So now it's on the right button. Inventory, and then this is our combo set. So although it doesn't look like we can mix and match the combos, it does look like they're going to mix and match as you go along, but in a specific way. So we're going to be able to unlock these 4, which will then just run on from each other. But you could also say have punch and then go straight into like the roll and then a kick at the end. So you can mix up your moves, but they are laid out for you. You can't actually customize, let's say, the combo you're going to be doing. So that's a little bit of a mistrick as well. I'd like a little bit more depth to the game. Again, it's offering nothing new yet, so I'm looking for what it's going to be given the player who has played a bunch of these already. Other than really pretty visuals. Ooh, she's got a nice air attack there. Yeah, spin move. Okay. Okay, this game just got a lot prettier just by coming outside, which I kind of guessed would happen. Hey, what up, you heavy set fellow? What's going on? Oh. Slurpy slurps. Sorry about the beasts, Mako. But there were so many interesting things going on around here. It's the beast you should be watching, not the soldiers. Last night, me and Ryuji, they scrambled all the guards because of the alarm. Ryuji again, he's a dunce. Rude! How dare they? Where is Ryuji? Let's go find the man. Let's see if he's a dunce. I'm guessing it's a bloke. There he is. Yeah, he does look a bit special. He's got a neck like giraffes would be. Do you know what I mean? Giraffes will be jealous of that neck for sure. Okay, this is the scientist. We've got some weird character choices already, like just the overall way that they've chose to depict certain characters doesn't make much sense. Like, that doesn't look like a scientist to me in any way, shape or form. The little chubby fellow who likes to look at soldiers was a weird choice to give him that storyline. And Ryuji being a dunce, I don't know what the point in that is. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to meet these characters and give a personality, but it's pointless. Like, you ain't even told me anything about what's going on or the story yet. Where is the kitchen? Where this time? I reckon they want to measure the background radiation. Radiation of what? Guards are busy chasing someone. Okay. But take this Akatori relic. Okay, so Akatori I think might be a place. And then he's given me a relic that's in that place or from that place. His name's Abbot Wee, by the way. There we go. So the relics give us another hit point, which we could have done with 5 minutes ago. Oh, we now have launch. Okay, awesome. So just up and punch will launch. I'm basically using 3 buttons on this game so far. Attack, jump, and basically roll. Super calm though, super pretty. I did it twice and I got a little pudding. No breakables. Oh, what are you doing? You hurt me. You hurt me. I want to break stuff. That would feel natural to do that. Also, no exploration yet for a Metrovania. I'm having no sort of go through hidden walls. You know, like over here, I can't smash through this wall and find a hidden little secret or a reward. None of that stuff is here yet. And there's already another rest. There was nothing happened in between that, and they already gave me another rest spot. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Hang on, I'm assuming we have to activate that. Otherwise it might not teleport us back there when we die. Again, there's no indication because it's still blue. If it went from like red to blue, then you'd know that you've activated it, and that's cool, and that's how that works. But again, it's kind of leaving us to our own devices to figure it out, which I would normally rate, but in this game I'd like feel disconnected from everything that's going on because there's no real story starter. There's nowhere to tell me what the point in me doing what I'm doing is. And again, I don't really know how the Metroidvania aspect is going to work with this. It doesn't seem like I have to even backtrack at the moment. So I wouldn't even go so far as to use that as your tagline. It's more of a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Whoop. The fact I can reset the board does not make it a Metroidvania. Okay, I can go left, but he's right there, which means I'll probably take a hit. So we're probably going to have to go up and around. Again, puzzle solving is not necessarily Metrovania either. Feel a bit odd about this one. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. I just don't know they've classed it in the right category. Okay, press the switch. Combat feels good, solid. Okay, it didn't open the door, but there is another switch here. Okay, that feels weak as well. Pressing switches, just punching them and waiting for them to activate feels like the punch is way before the actual thing activates. So there's no animation. Like, why couldn't you just put a little animation of me maybe turning my back and then punching that way, as in the distance, to then know that I've activated it 100%. It feels a little bit off. It feels a little bit sort of rushed. No real animation, no real hit detection on the buttons. I'm just, you know, swiping at air and letting the switch activate by itself. It's weird. Again, play testing these things with somebody who didn't work on your team is always a better way to go. Boom. Okay, health potion. But I like the interface. I like the text they're using. That's normally something they fail on early releases. So far, so good. The gameplay's fine. Nothing really special, but fine. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to make that. Make sure I'm not missed anything. Yoshiro. I'm assuming this is Japanese because of the names we're using, but then there is some weird ones thrown in just for good measure to throw me off. Heading out again, Mako. Scamming broke monks again. Why is every man in this game either a pleb or a criminal? What? Is that the time we're living in now? Just men are bad. Men are bad, guy. That's all you need to know. Okay, I bought myself some rage potion. I've only taken one hit, so I'm going to persevere. Nice. Pointless, but nice. I'm vibing with it. Like, I will play this. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm going to play this on my handheld in bed at night. But I'm not rating the gameplay really any more than any other 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up type game. You know, it's a platformer. It has some puzzle elements. It's got some cool combat, and it's pretty. But that's, I mean, that's very much 4/4s. But there is one big negative, and that is it doesn't feel like a Metrovania. It doesn't feel like it's got much attention to detail past being pretty. Like, somebody on the art team did a really good job. Whoever pixelated these characters and built this world and this environment, you did an amazing job. But storytelling and the Metrovania aspect is falling real flat on the beginning of this game, and you've only got 2 hours before people refund. So if you tell them it's one thing and it's not, that might be why lackluster sales. But we'll see. Alarm bells are ringing. Okay, open the map. Not much of a map, is it? Just me. Maybe it'll open up as we go. Task complete. Task received. Love the reflections. That looks cool. I think I'm overthinking it. I think this game is just literally for newbies to the genre, newbies to the series, and it's giving you a very pretty aspect. And again, it's a female protagonist for girl gamers. You know, when they do it right like this, I can't dislike it. Like, it's really, really good to have a female lead that doesn't suck nowadays. And so far, Mako smashes it. I'm in a good mood for calls. Again, where are we going with this? That was it. Gross. Piss poor writing. Piss poor writing. You guys are here already. How did they get there? What? Okay, this game's all over the place in the first 10 minutes. I'm just going to skip. I don't even know what's happening. Nobody's talking to each other. I'm not... What are they staring at each other for? This is not normal human interaction. And they're just going to stand there while I meditate, are they? Hey, Lolo. Mine's giving me a discount. I am Dodo, not... It's Lolo who's got the discounts. Right? Can I trade then? Ah, here we go. Health potion. Yeah, please. I'll take 2 of those bad boys. Nom noms. Why is the game so empty? All of that landscape and just like 2 enemies. Come on, punk. Ouch. Oh yeah, you're just gonna shoot me in the face. Nice. This game is very much about just going around and looking at stuff. All about the visuals. Can't get that door open yet. Open over. I like that. You can kind of like cheese it by gliding just before you fired. You can do this and just sort of float for a bit instead of dropping on a projectile. Look at this. Look at this massive space with nothing in it. I'm guessing they're trying not to get you bored of the really humdrum, low-key combat at the beginning. You've basically got a 3-hit combo. So I jump off walls. There's not even the shinobi wall grab. What? There's no dash. Can't use roll to grab the wall. Weird. Very weird decisions. You need a wall grab. Things like that would feel natural, and I wouldn't have died if I could have fell on the side of that ledge and then jumped back up on it. That's what I was going for, but it didn't happen. That's what Shinobi does. That's what a lot of 2D platformers have. It's sort of, when you jump towards a wall, it sticks. You have like a sticky Spider-Man style. And unfortunately, this, he just oofed himself. Fair dues. Yeah, I need to check the character. Let's see if we got a sticky wall or something similar. We've got power swim. We've got air. Okay, air dash. I can vibe with air dash. That does feel like that's missing. Enemy pull. We've got to get over here. We've got like a boomerang. Charged attack. This is very basic shiz. Inner chaos. Some sort of Hadouken. But yeah, no. What's this one here? Glider. Okay, so I don't think the platforming is going to involve any sort of sticky wall movements. That is weird. I would definitely add that in given the chance. Like here, for instance, see how I fell? If I could just stick to that and then maybe jump off of that one onto this one, you know, it would make the traversing of the environment way more fluid. It doesn't take a lot of programming either to make her sticky when she lands near a surface. Like here, for instance, rather than going up there and having to backtrack, I could have just double jumped on the wall here like this. Like that. Boom, 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 you know? Get the double jump at the top of it. Feel way better. Gets you through the stage a bit quicker. It feels a bit more fluid. Yeah. Masses of emptiness. Whoop. But there, it's going to happen every time because you're in the air attacking and you need to be specifically under above one of these platforms. The problem is you're not going to be because you've got to get rid of that guy first. Or just ignore him. I mean, you could just really bypass him. How about Wii's birthday doesn't work? Okay, well, if all else fails, try the birthday, I guess. And then we phoned him on the phone. And he said it's his birthday. Oh, shiz, okay. We can go up and around, so we will. Starting to think avoiding the 1 or 2 enemies on the screen is actually going to be beneficial rather than fight everything. But then you won't level up as quick. I don't know if this is the story bit of the game, i.e. the tutorial or not. It feels like I'm in the game, you know, this is it. It's way too open. There's not enough enemies. There's not enough to do in between those enemies. Okay, the boss fell off the ledge. That's a new one. Where's he gone? Do you know where the old storage facility is? To the right. The monks wanted to unseal it, I think. Okay, to the right. Let's go. I've bought health potions and power up potion, and I don't think they're actually useful because you can level up. Sorry, you can regain your health on the rest spots, and there's loads of them. It's so empty in between enemies. There's only a couple of enemies in your pathway, so you're only going to get hit a couple times, and then you can just get all your health back when you get to there. Very simple, easy for beginners. Which again, if there is a purpose to this game, it would be to rope in some beginners. I was kind of hoping for a bit more of a challenge, not just increasing the annoying difficulty, because that wouldn't actually help us at all. Hold to jump further. I want this over here. The question is, how do I get back? Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I can stand on there. I jump that one. So single jump, then to jump. Nice. That was the first bit of true 2D platforming that had a little bit of a think about it, a little bit of a challenge. That felt nice. Ooh, what the hell is that? Wow. Oh, and he gives... That was wicked. We could have played that better. He puts lava behind him. What? There, we've got to jump, then roll to him this time. Bust him up in the corner. Double jumpies, and we're off. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to do there. There's no room to jump away. Maybe rolling through the bullet like this. Dodge the fire attack. Happy days. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. We can also go down. Ooh. Oh my days. There you go, great. Yeah, that seems really pointless to come down here now because this door's shut. Again. Another boost. Oh dear. I don't think you can actually die in this game. How are we supposed to get? Oh, okay, there's a little middle ledge. I didn't see that. Ooh. I shouldn't be taking that many hits on trying to platform. Not failing platform, just trying to get it to work. Don't know if that was bad level design or bad gameplay by me. I'm going to go with the second one. Bit of that rage. Oh my days. That was all me there. I should have stayed, been calm. Yeah, there is no way up here until we get on that. Take it slow. This guy's going to charge. I've got like 1,700 points coming up soon by the end of this stage. Ooh. See what I mean? You're always going to take this. Oh my days. Oh. It doesn't feel like you've done it wrong. It feels like clumsy fucking game design. Like this. To get on that ledge, if I double jump, I'm going to hit my head and hit the rocks. So you have to single jump, then double jump and hope to land on it. But you can't really turn in the air. Look, if I show you, it doesn't really move in the air very well. So maybe the dash fixes that problem later. But unless you're going in a straight line, it feels very like broken. Oh Jesus. It feels, I'll tell you what it feels like, and it probably is wrong, but it feels like whoever designs the mechanic of this girl has only played the most bare basic, easy to play platformers of all time. Like the ones that you can guarantee finish. They didn't like the challenge, they didn't want to play no Contra, they didn't want to play no Sonic 1, they went for like Mario Brothers. Because the way that the stage is laid out, it's just permanently killing you. By accident. It's just pure. I don't even think it's game design. They want me to jump this and land on there. Fine. You've put this over here for me to get a bonus, but then I've got to wait for the lift to come back. Fine. Perfect sense. But once you get to that top bit, you're constantly banging your head on things, which makes you drop instantly. There. Now they put spikes above me, so I have to go like this. That's not fun. I think it's shot in the face. Get good. I'm just going to say get good. Maybe this game has like some deep-seated challenge that I haven't quite honed in real. Look, that's bullshit. Everything just feels cheap. And yet it was so easy and plain a minute ago. Difficulty spike. I'm moaning. I'm moaning. It could be gameplay. It's all me, baby. I'm going to take the responsibility on my shoulders. The enemies are so piss poor. Jesus. You dirty. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this level is designed to F you up, but like, it feels unintentional, but I think it's purposely done. I retract my previous statement. This game is designed by the frickin' devil and somebody who hates you for playing 2D games. That was absolute filth. You would never know that was there until you fell on it. I just luckily had a double jump ready to go. Base, stack, whoosh, hoppage. Okay, this looks like a little secret. I don't think it's supposed to be here. It's not much of one, but it will do. Still taken back by the prettiness. I'm still looking around finding things as we go, like them little yellow flowers that keep disappearing. They're kind of cool. They're like little light bulbs. They're probably like what are them things called? The glowworms, but like a mythical style glowworm. Okay, we've got one here. We should probably heal up if we don't see. Ah, alrighty then. There it is. Just when I want one. You're getting very generous on those. Examine. Carts placed near the detonator. Dodo, do you sell detonators? I am not Dodo, I am Lolo. Sold my last one to the miners. Makes sense. Okay, so we're going to have to get a detonator. I'm going to go and ask the miners who have already bought it. This guy has a discount, he said earlier. Not really. They're the same price. Why mention it if it's not a why was that a conversation? Lolo and Dodo. He said Lolo has the discount. You go to Lolo, he hasn't got a discount. Bro. Going with the greater health potion now for a boss. I love the parallax scrolling, look. So you got what? 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, I think that is. 4 layers plus pixel art on top. Very nice. Okay, doors open. The gate's not. Jeez. Yeah, and they're just designed to stitch you up there. Where can we go from here? Over that way. Ooh. Did you see that? He tried to clap me. Get out of here. With his anti-air abilities. Secretary. It's that brat again. I'll get the abbot. Abbott Wee has a telephony. 2304. Okay. I mean, all of that seems kind of pointless. Why are we using the phone to then press a button? That just seems like padding for no reason. Again, the storytelling in this game is pretty awful so far. None of it is funny. None of it has any real point to the story so far. I'm not really getting what we're doing. I'm just running around kicking the shit out of everything, which is fine. You know, the exploration and the game is definitely pretty enough to keep me entertained, that's for sure. But do I know what I'm doing? No. Do I know why there's crystals everywhere and things trying to kill me? No. Is there a point to what I'm doing? Who knows? It's one of them. But then really, Sonic never had anything. No, that's a lie. Even with no story that had more story than this, you were a hedgehog trying to liberate other feline creatures from Dr. Robotnik's evil plan to put them all into, I don't know, robo-pets and have them bounce around on the screen trying to attack people. And you would break them and save them, and then at the end of every stage you would jump on the big plunger and release the ones that were then going to be turned into Eggman's robots. This game has none of that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It just has dirty mechanics on stage design. Unimaginative enemies. Well, that's a lie. They're actually alright. I don't dislike them. They're just very generic. I mean, why am I fighting bees and bugs? What the hell? Like, if there was a storyline where it said the creatures have gone insane, you know, why is there a zombie hanging around with a beetle? There's no real sense to what I'm doing. So the story is a hot mess, I think. I.e. the point in playing. But the visuals are great. The sound effects are on point. I like what they're going for. The 2D pixel art, wicked. I would imagine the story was written by a modern day feminist because it makes no fucking sense. Oh. Oh yeah. The NPC characters are quite nice though. They've really stuck in my head. Like I'm going to remember, you know, Mr. Wee for ages. Pure filth, that stage design. Never in a million years was I going to get lucky enough to fall on this thing. Oh, I'm just going to fuck off the lift and jump. You can just get across it anyway, look. That'll do us. Took one hit. Punch a beetle in the face. Collect crystals. Move on. I used my health potions and I didn't even need to. There is a risk and reward to that, you know, but the Metroidvania is definitely not bringing itself to light. Just because you have a multi-stage or a multi-height stage and the fact that you have like an upgrade tree, I don't think warrants a Metroidvania title. Doesn't feel like one. It's definitely not a hardcore one in any way. Very weird choice in. Oh, okay, up there we go. Plunger. Okay, we've got a detonator. There's no quick passage back. I've got gold way round. Game padding. Might as well get my health back. Is there anything to the right? We've got to go back and do this task. Surely there's an easier way to get back from doing that jumping puzzle again. Round and round and round. Getting a little bit burnt out on it already. I think I'm definitely in the right place now. There it is. It's just above us. Getting a lot of achievements. I'll tell you what, if you wanted a platinum trophy, this would be great for PlayStation. Detonators in. Boom. Nice animations. Pick my guy. Buy another couple of these. Why not? Character. Abilities. Can we unlock any of these yet? No. Is this our first mini boss? Or is he an actual boss? He looks like a dodgy, what is it, Rocksteady and Bebop from Turtles 2, the movie. Turtles in Time, maybe, I don't know. He was definitely, he weren't like the one that we know and love from the cartoon. They changed him for the movie. It was a really weird choice. He looked like a turtle with spikes on his back. Okay, we've got our first boss. We've got full health. Ooh, okay, does that too. Okay, you're just going to put mines down now, are you? Hang on, we can punch through his shield? What is this all about? Man's health. This game's so easy when it comes to combat. No wonder there's 4 difficulty levels. I'll bust him in the air. Okay. Yeah. It's more the traversing of the stage that's the difficulty. Not knowing what's coming and then putting dirty spikes and lifts and things that you're guaranteed to miss is the worst bit about the game, as in the difficulty spike. But the actual combat in the game and the actual enemies are a piece of piss. Okay, we've got a parrot that's now a phoenix. Phoenix parrot. Ah, that's the Akatori. Okay, that makes sense. Special bird. I've got a big fondness in my heart for birds, so I don't mind having a bird as a character we need to speak to. Especially one that looks like that. Like a parrot or a cockatiel or a kakariki. You know, these are all really cool birds. Tell you what, this parrot talks well. Okay, now I can't skip the chat. I have some as well. I'm going to... Okay, he's going to come with us. Okay, I have a friend. What? Okay, so the parrot turns into a staff, i.e. monkey. Let's go. Wukong it up. Monkey magic. Jump the wall, grab hold of it. Alright. Alright. Well done. You got me. That's made me so much happier. So much happier. The navigation's going to be so much better now. And you're not going to be able to get like dirtied up when you land on spikes, because you can just do this. So they've increased the easiness of the game by using the classic Shinobi wall grab. But when you're navigating around, it's so important to have that. Otherwise, your 2D game will just feel really off, especially one that's built like this. It needed wall grab, it needs a dash, it needs counter attack. And then once you've got those 3 things, you've got a hell of a game here. That was filth, wasn't it? Get myself a free rage potion. Yeah, that is so much better, boys. You have to give it a hot minute, which is risky, because people can refund this in the first 2 hours. And to be honest, I've been playing an hour and I was starting to get a bit bored. So yeah, that's come at the right time. However, this room looks like I have to now backtrack all the way around. I guess is Metrovania-esque, but I won't go that far. No, that doesn't make sense either. This is down here. Ooh. Amrovsky. Stage complete. Find a way out. Find the emergency exit. Hello. Oh, okay, they splat good. The staff makes a way more impactful brunt when you smack them on the bonds of it and they explode. Ding. What's this amber thing? What's your language, believer, unbeliever? This is one of my attempts at external life. I've lost interest in this. So now we've got the inner chaos, good stuff. So basically the bird has given us all of our abilities. Whoever animated this game is on point. I would play a sequel to this. I would play a future update release from the same devs. Do you know what I mean? I just think they need to really get someone to write their story for them, because this is not how you tell a story. This is not how you get people captivated with your environment or your you know, you're doing no world building. It's just now going through the motions of a 2D platform with no, you're disconnected. There's no connection to the world at all. Like, you have to be a real dope to think that this is a good story. It's a beautiful place to be, though. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Like, Alice in Wonderland on paper doesn't really make much sense, but the actual sort of 2D art and the enchantingness of the story and environment is why Alice in Wonderland was great. This game does the same. It's the artwork and the enchantingness of the gameplay that keeps you in it, but the actual story makes no fucking sense, and it's stupid. But, you know, you kind of look past it because you're playing a cool looking 2D platformer. Metrovania-esque, and I would use that very lightly at this point. But I've been proven wrong already with this game, so, you know, I can now do juggles. So we might have something really interesting coming in. Yeah, this was fun to explore here. Just learning, like, off-the-wall combos and stuff. Okay, that's a lift, so that's going to start moving. But it says it's broken. Ooh, we can now throw the stick. So, hang on a minute. These are not unlockables. These just come with time. That is such a dreary way to do it. You had crystals that, or you know, why not put hearts or, I don't know, rubies, and then we spend the rubies to unlock the abilities, and then, like, you have to find more rubies to get the ability you need to get past that bit in the stage. That would have been such a, well, that is Metrovania. But instead, they've dumbed it down to the point where they're just giving you all the abilities as you go, which is another mistrick. I think on a sequel, they need to really look at what they're doing here, get a better story, and really hone in on that Metrovania aspect, because this game would be so much better if it was a proper Metrovania. Okay, so how do we use said power? Right trigger. I mean, it works. Yeah, that works for me. Cool beans. Yeah, we've got the old classic wind tunnel there. More waffle. Let's have a look what they're saying this time. So they're reading through the book with different dates. Different sergeants and colonels have put little logs in now. They said it looks like the place was guarding something or somebody. Let's take a look at the wall to the left. Examine. The wall looks kind of rough. So we've got another ability now. Hold X. Okie doke. Well, I am holding X. Must mean a different button. Hold X. Yeah, hold X and then release. Okay, now it works. That was cool. Read the paper. That is completely normal, I'm sure. Okay, that was cool. Unfortunately, totally planned by the devs. It would have been nice to have more of that when you're actually playing. I feel like I'm missing loads of stuff to the left. It put me on the lift, but I could have gone left. We're going to have to go see. Again, we need to check the map and see what's going on. So you can see what they're talking about with the Metrovania aspect, but it's so linear. If you look at it, there's only one way in and one or two ways out. So you're never really going to get lost. It's more about exploring to find the hidden stuff. So if you want like to power up quicker, or you want to buy more items, or you want to find more teleports or regains, it's like cats found, all right? 0 out of 5. You have to explore for that stuff, but that's just platforming. That's not really Metrovania in, and the map style is Metrovania, but the gameplay definitely doesn't feel that backtracky, that challenging, that interesting as a Metrovania is. If you're into that sort of stuff as myself, I would say this is like a very light version of that, which is okay. Do you know what I mean? It's okay to have a nice break from competitive gameplay, from challenging boss battles. You know, we're getting some really easy gameplay here, some really nice gameplay. I think I would probably go through this game on hard just to see what it's like, but for now, on a first impressions, it's leaving a positive vibe with me. It's definitely not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. Ooh, okay. See, I was on roll then, and he still managed to shoot me. There's a lot of nonsense happening here, boys. Getting there on the stick and giving big beats. Okay, we ain't making that. Ooh, we can't go down there. There's no way I'm fitting through that gap. Okay, where are we now? Do we even want to go out there? Shut up, are we about to have the classic railroad scene? Okay. Oh, that was a missed trick. Where's the platforming on the railroad? Praise. Nice. Anybody alive out there? Hello? Yeah, I came here with a group of soldiers. Hey, Captain, Private Schultz. Private Schultz? I just don't get it. Like, none of it really makes any sense. A bunch of soldiers, a bunch of captains and sergeants. I'm assuming these dead dudes are those soldiers, but again, it's not really explained. Oh, we're back to Dodo now. So we know where we are. We go to the map. Done a full 360 all the way around. I guess that's about as Metrovania as you're going to get, because now we can go back the way we came to explore new and unlockable areas. That's about all you're going to see here. Like, that's, you know, a full 360 back to the start, essentially. And you guys have already seen this. So I think at this point, we've probably seen all we need to see to wrap it up. Let me go menu. Okay. Right, guys, what do we think of Akatori? I think it's a win. I think it's a solid win. I think it's got great visuals. I think the 2D art is some of the best we've seen, and they're doing very much service to retro late 1980s to early 1990s games over the next sort of year or so. This is not just the first. This has had many before it and will have many after it. I can confirm that because I've been sent a bunch just this week. 2D is on the up, retro is on the up, indie is massive right now, and the reason is because AAA developers just cannot deliver. Even when they try to do a 2D side-scrolling Metrovania, or even like Castlevania wasn't that great when it came out. The new Contra was overpriced. There's so many problems with AAA devs coming out and bringing us what we want, but doing it wrong. And I think Akatori does it pretty well. Now, again, it doesn't come with no shortcomings. The story really blows chunks. The atmospheric immersion just isn't there. So you are just playing a very pretty Metrovania side-scroller beat 'em up. It's okay. The gameplay's solid. I didn't really find too many problems. There is some dirtiness in it, which kind of just leans back to that early 2D genre of the Mega Drive and SNES. It's okay. It's just okay. So I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 5. I don't think it's a bad game by any means, and it's definitely is worth being in your library at 11 bucks. I think there's a lot of game here for 11 quid. There's a lot of hours, and there's a lot of time spent frustrating and solving puzzles and gaining new abilities. I think it's a good pacing. I think the pacing's right. There's a lot of open area. I don't know why the beginning of the game is quite slow, why there's so much empty space, and you don't really have any skills or like even just like a cartwheel or something just to do to entertain your brain while you're walking through those sections. It's very vast and there's not much in it. The bad guys are very lackluster and the move set that you get is very generic. The staff was a good addition. It made it feel a little bit more impactful, and we then finally got Sticky Wall, but at the same time it is nowhere near comparable to something like Shinobi. If you want fast paced and challenging, you go Shinobi. If you want to chillax and relax, or maybe you're a beginner to the genre and you just want to go in easy, this is a game for you. This is a very calm, relaxing experience. It has beginner written all over it, and I think it's definitely geared towards the more female of the gamers. But you know, I had fun with it and I will continue to play it, and I'll come back and do a follow-up video at like endgame, or at least I don't know what, 7 or 8 hours in, and then I'll come back and do a playthrough again, but on the hard difficulty, and we'll talk about differences. But that's about it. I think this game will probably only serve me for about a 3-parter, but you guys can be the judge. You know, it's on sale now. Go check it out on Steam. Steam links in the description down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye. Thank you for joining us. Your time is valuable, and thank you for spending it with us. Bye bye. Right, we've got 2 more to get through. Right, just let me fire the next one up and get you guys a picture. Appreciate you hanging out. If you do want to stick around, we're now doing Grim. Oh, what's it called again? Grim something. I should know it because I've seen it time and time again. Grim Dawn, that's it. Come on, baby. There we go. There's a bunch of options to start that game. You can have it in like DirectX, DirectX 9, Direct 12. Okay, so what we're going to need for this. Let's just take a look. Oh, nothing. It's just a basic playthrough that was sent to us. So sweet. Nice and easy. Big PB game? Always. Always. Okay, so it recommends using a controller, but I don't know with a game like this. It's ARPG. So probably not. Just going to say next, 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 and next. It's got catchy old shaders, about 80% right now. So what are we all doing today then? Are we all chillaxing? I hope we all go having a great time relaxing on a hot, I don't know if it's hot where you are, but it's really stuffy in the UK right now. Kind of sucks, to be honest. Right, we are in. Now, does this have native? Does it have native support? It says playable, so that's good enough. Okay, we've got a crash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a small issue. Let me try and do it with Proton Experimental, because I was trying to run it native, but apparently it's not native. Grim Dawn, we've got SteamOS. Ah, that's why, okay. So SteamOS has its own compatibility option when I started. That's why I said it had a lot of options. So it's DirectX X 9 and 12 compatible, but it also has backwards compatibility for something like the SteamOS. So we're going to try and boot it as a SteamOS using experimental, which shouldn't be a big deal. That should work. Anyone got us in Spider-Man yet? Don't give me any spoilers, but is it any good? Has anyone actually seen it? I'm going on Monday to see it myself. Gonna get my on. I've missed Spider-Man, to be honest. It's about the only Marvel film I watch now, because all the rest are trash and have been trash for a long time. There we go, we're in. That's lucky. Thought we was gonna have a massive issue. Grim Dawn, there we go. Bosh, bosh, bosh. I'm gonna do this one. Page. Okay, good. I'm ready to go. Are you ready? I'm ready. Help us improve. I'll do that another time. Okay, I'm just going to go through and have a look at the settings. We're on normal difficulty, which is fine. This is a character I made probably 2 days ago, just so we had one ready to go. Okay, ultra settings. Can we just ultra everything? It's only got high on certain things. Okay, what am I doing? There you go. User interface scale, we'll bring that up a bit. Bring up the gammas. What else we got? Ambient accolation. Triple buffers. We'll go to high because I'm not sure if it's going to balance with the texture look. Okay, weather, colorblind. Not sure about that. Shaders high. Ultra. Okay, that's about it. We're going to hit apply. And then we're just going to go to the sounds. Again, we're going to kill the music a bit. Sound effects down. Ambience just below sound effects. You can see how juddery my mouse. This is why I don't first person shoot with this wireless mouse. It's so juddery. It's cool if you're moving in a smooth line, but once you... Hang on, what's this? Push to talk. I don't want any mic on at all. Why would a game like this have a mic? That's so sad. Nobody wants to talk to everyone in this game. Right, okay, here we go. Let's get it done. Have I got record on? Midus. And this isn't running in borderless, is it? It shouldn't close like that if it is. Nah, it's in full screen, so we need to do borderless window. You lose a little bit of frames, a little bit of resolution, but not much. A couple frames. Boom. Okay, let's go. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today we're checking out Grim Dawn. This is one that's way overdue, way overdue, and been on my bucket list for a long time. This one's been sitting in my Steam library now for around 4 years, which is ridiculous. I'm going to jump into the Steam page right now. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this game came out back in 2016. This game is old as dust, but it is the 10-year anniversary and a great time to jump in. Plus, the devs sent out game code for us to check the game out, which I'll give into Bubs so we can play together. That being said, it's a apocalyptic fantasy world where humanity is on the brink of extinction. Iron is valued above gold, makes sense, and trust is hard to be earned. It's an ARPG feature. It has, hang on, yeah, this ARPG features complex characters development, hundreds of unique items, crafting, and quests with choice of consequences, which is a really nice way to go. I haven't played a game like this in a long time. It's got very positive reviews, over 40,000, cannot be wrong. It's single player co-op, couch co-op, LAN co-op, your mum's co-op. It's got Steam Cloud saving. It's got remote play to tablets and TVs. It's got controller support out the wazoo, and it works on the deck and Linux, of course. Now, I did have to set my particular Steam to play on Linux Mint via the Steam OS option when you first fire the game up, but that's all I had to do. Tick the box and away I went. So very easy to get going. It's 6GB RAM. It's a GeForce card with 1.5GB. I mean, that's a weird one. I'm guessing they're talking about internal laptop graphics cards, maybe. I would just put 1060 on there personally. It's compatible with anything over a 3.2 gigahertz processor, so basically your mum's potato will run this one beautifully. That being said, that's about all I need to cover, and I want to thank the guys out there for sending the game code out. This game does feature some really cool DLC, so check that out if you haven't already. And now's a good time, if you already own the game, to jump back in with some DLC. because it's the 10-year anniversary, and we're getting to the point now where this would be a great winter game. So I'm looking to play this through the winter with a bit of Path of Exiles, you know, on the side end, so I can sort of compare the two off, as this is more of a casual ARPG single player experience with co-op than it is a multiplayer, massive multiplayer online game. So yeah, that being said, let's have a look. So like I say, all I've done is fired this game up. I haven't actually played through it or took any notice of it really. So I've just got to like the sort of beginning area, which is here. And I think I took a task. So it says enter the cave under the Burrell Hill. Right, let's have a look on the map. Do we have Burrell Hill? Yeah, none of these say Burrell Hill. That's local map. That's the world map. Burrell Hill. Oh, there it is. It's over there. So it looks like we can take the teleportation station to Burrell Hill. I think that's where it's going to take us. Boom, I can just click it. Quick travel like a mark. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What are the controls? So left click moves us around. Okay, so this hand is free. And left click to attack. Nice. Happy days. I'm already liking it, boys. I'm already liking it. Okay, so let's move up. Got some signs here that should direct us. We've got Burrell Hill to the left, and we've also got the Burwich Village to the right. Boom, one shot in. Okay, I'm getting some dodgy artifacting with the shadows there. Let me just take a look. Shadows, shadows, high. Is that ultra? Yes, okay, it's very high. Let's flick that to that. Yeah, it's better. It's not as sharp as I'd like it though. Is there not a sharpness setting? No FSR to add in? Anti-aliasing is on. No, no sharpness setting. Okay, two things I'd like added in at a later date would be some FSR for sharpening or just TAA sharpening. It seems very flat, like everything seems a little bit blurry. I can go for ×4 on atmospheric filtering, but it's not really going to make it sharper. Textures are set to the highest level. Shaders are on ultra. I mean, maybe if I drop that down to high, we might get a sharper look. Give that a minute to reboot. Let's have a look now. I think that did actually make it a little bit sharper, which is, you know, just one of them weird things. Random pick when I installed the game to set up a character. So I picked the shaman and off I went, and this is as far as I've got. I've done no real quests or anything. Yeah, this is way sharper, so go with those settings. Gosh. Don't know why Shaders Ultra would actually make it look worse. That's a bit weird. But I digress. There could be a million reasons for that. Ooh, okay, this guy's got lightning. We've got to keep an eye. I've got to move me bottle out of the way because I can't see the 608 on the health. What even is that? An eyeball? Things blow up really nice in this game. You tell. Okay, we've got a little mini horde coming towards us. That's an issue I had, how I just run into people. There must be a lock-on. There must be a way to target the enemy. Classic targeting. What's this? Click to enable ARPG targeting. Let's try that. It says classic, so it should be out of date. I mean, it does feel a little bit more solid, I'm not going to lie. It might have just been my fault there, I'm not sure. And we can loot bodies and stuff, which is really awesome. You can go grab a bunch of loot out. Ooh, okay, they are throwing hordes after hordes at us. I think I have a weapon switch as well that I can do. Got my personal rift open just in case. see this hunk of chunk in there? There you go. Very arcadey pickups. Like whenever you drop something like this, it just basically, as long as you run over something, it's going to just come straight back into you. You don't have to manually sit there and click each one, which is good. Okay, so that's big gains. We've got the crystal there. I feel like there's a thriller video coming at me. Not today, baby. Okay, it's got atmosphere already. I like it. It does feel very much like the early 2000s. It feels like something like Dungeon Siege, but with way better graphics and way better sounds. And obviously Microsoft did a really good job back then. I don't know if you played the Dungeon Siege series, but 1 and 2 were just absolute classics for a 17-year-old at the time gamer on a PC. You know, it was just, you'd never played anything like it. We had PlayStation and we had Dungeon Siege or Half-Life. I think they were the most played, or maybe Unreal, what was it, Arena Tournament 3. That was a pretty big one back then. I always played the stuff that nobody else played as well. So I was playing like Miss Archer in, what was that fucking spy game called? It'll come to me. Yeah, this guy's going to explode. This guy's going to explode. Run, run. Why is he chasing me that fast for? Back up off me, bro. His legs come off. Vicious. Okay, the food ration now. Get my nom-noms on. Right, I've got to find out what this game's called. Let me just quickly Google. I'm going to type Miss Archer 2000 video game. Sure, her name was Miss Archer. I might be thinking of Archer, but I'm sure I'm not. It's a spy game. Let me put spy. I think that was even in the title. Ah, here we go. Kate Archer. So her name was Kate Archer. Catherine Ann, for those who didn't know. It was codenamed Fox. Oh, sorry, she was codenamed Fox. It was a playable character or protagonist in No One Lives Forever. That was the series. I was playing that while everybody else was off playing like the N64 GoldenEye. I never really got that. Do you know what I mean? I never really felt that that was a good game. Probably wrong, but for me, it just didn't really tickle my wickle because I had better graphics and a very interesting and funny story with No One Lives Forever at the time. And I remember playing Dungeon Siege and Half-Life and probably Arena 3 all coinciding each other. You know, that was my main set of go-to PC games. You just put them on, you joined online and you just played and just had fun. There was no mic chat, there was no nonsense. It was just real fun gameplay, and everybody going thick and fast trying to just end everybody else. Yeah, this definitely feels like the yesteryears of ARPGs. I am very much welcoming in 2026. Can we spin the camera? It feels like the camera don't move. I've got in and out. It can't be a static camera, surely. Rotate camera. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Camera rotate left and right. What in the world buttons are they on? Right down the bottom, boys. Basically, full stop and hyphen. That's a choice and a half. I completely forgot why we came here, and I'm just ending everything. Just enjoying running around killing everything. Nice. There wasn't even any loot for that. Can we search this? Nope. No loot. Rude. Hang on, there is something down there. Whoa, tucked away. Okay, this is the burial cave. Again, I don't think we're supposed to be here, but we're going to persevere. Chase me, chase me. That's how you do a level up, boys. I completely forgot about that. Impactful. Okay, my mouse is having a moment. Is that because we're not in full screen? Let me switch it. Full screen. I won't be flicking out too much now anyway. Time wise, what we got? So we're on 3:45. So if you guys can let me know about, I would say about just after 4:30, just to keep me aware of the time, that'd be great. Okay, let's move on. We've got Whisper Mountain next, which is a 2D roguelike survival game. Really good. Zombie fighting action. Pretty cool. If you don't know about that one, get to know. I'll show you and you will go buy it because it's amazing. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I can't shoot down there. What are you talking? Oh, we've got to go all the way around. But of course they can hit me. Why not? Ooh, he's a big one. We found a big one. Left this and I'm out. Let's turn it. Wait for him to come to us. Do you know what? I'm getting used to these buttons. I don't mind it so much down there. Actually makes quite a bit of sense with this game. Okay, we do reasonable damage. He does more. He does way more. We're going to have to kill the little peasants first. Try and start greenery. He's quick. So he's quicker than the peasants, but the peasants are sort of using him as cut, and they're respawning. Jeez. I feel like I'm above my pay grade here. I'm stuck. How do I get out of here? Run! Go back the way we come. Oh, hell no. This looks like it's got death written all over it. I can just keep one-shotting these away. Okay, here he comes. He's not following in anger. He's kind of chilling. I respect it. I heard him. Here he comes. See the star on the map? Right, the bro. Ooh, bitch slapped. Damn. Okay, just stay there. Just stay there for me. Those things end you well quick. He's doable. Totally doable. Just, it's a patience game with him. Uh-oh, I'm confused. Just end him. Going for the big one. Okay, nice. It makes you wonder why Diablo and even Path of Exile, you know, get the beginning launches wrong. Like this game, I know it's been out and it's got pedigree, it's got about 10 years, but it's so simple and it just works. And although Diablo and Path of Exiles are now there, they're both great games in their own right. This one, I feel like it's just instantly likable. It's instantly enjoyable to play. You want to see more. The environments are gorgeous. They seem high res, but they're not. There's none of that Unreal 5 muddiness about this game. It had some blur at the beginning, but that was just, I think, an anti-aliasing issue that it was having. It seems to have sorted its shiz out now. And it makes you wonder how, like, AAA developers can't just make this, you know? So easy. I played Battlefield 2 last night. I installed Battlefield 2 in bed. And it was so crisp and looked so good and run bloody like butter. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was playing a modern game. Like Battlefield 2, refired up on the PC under Linux. I was getting 120 frames. It blew my mind. It really did. And I've always been an advocate for classic gaming and not letting it die because it's way better than modern gaming. Not all modern gaming. There is games out there that absolutely smash it, but they don't really hit like older games. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is the jank controls and the dodgy storytelling and the bad voice acting. Maybe it is that is the charm of them. I'm not really sure, but fidelity for me is key. Like these god rays here with the dust in it, you know, the high defness of the ground, even though it's not high def. This is by no means a 4K game, but it just feels like it. It looks like it to me. It feels a lot better, more solid. I don't think you need Unreal 5 to give yourself a name, but a lot of companies are kind of getting duped. Oh, we've got these weather effects. We've got these really nice water effects. Yeah, they are, but the rest of your game sucks. Do you know what I mean? The rest of your game's going to look like arse. A lot of the character designs now are so generic and boring, and it's not even just Unreal 5. It's the tools they're giving out. Everyone's bound by those tools, and everyone can only make or borrow or buy what Unreal offer them. There's no real engine builders anymore. No one's building their own engine, building their own graphics, you know, making things work for the long haul to the end of time. I think Guild Wars 2 will be the last Guild Wars we ever have that's good. Guild Wars 3 has been announced, and that looks like arse. And I'm a massive Guild Wars fan. I was let down hard by that. I don't know what they're thinking with that one. Base disgrace. I'd love to be pleasantly surprised by Guild Wars 3, by all means. Okay, I'm actually taking a beating there, aren't I? Use health potion, we're all good again. Let's go. I don't think I can take the brunt of all these. I'm going to have to get past him again. Go. We'll hit him for the back jack. Playing a two-step game, moving 2 steps at a time. Man's down. Look at the loot. And there's still one peasant knocking about. Bosh. Okay, I need to check my inventory for that shiz. That was beyond epic. Oh, got myself a little bit shook there. I thought I was going to lose. Okay, so we are firing with puncturing scrap metal crossbow. That doesn't sound too good, does it? We've got the machete now, which is 19 to 35. A lot more damage, but again, close range. I quite like the crossbow, if I'm honest, especially dealing with the old peasantry. What else we got here? Punctured scrap metal hand, but okay, so we've got guns. Minus 21 though. Down on the damage. We've got purple. Nice. What's that? Scrap. Purple scrap. Split the stack. Okay, so that's crafting. We didn't really get anything of worth here. Like, we can't equip any of it really, unless we want to go close range barbarian. Yeah, I've got to get my mouse on the highest settings. There we go. Has it got mouse smoothing on? Because it feels a bit jank for me. I don't think it's a game issue. I think it's a me issue. Mouse, 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 mouse. Where is the mouse? Oh, okay, so there's no mouse smoothing and there's no mouse sensitivity from what I can see, which is weird. We'll keep persisting. I'm going to try the controller in a moment anyway. We'll crack on with what we got. Just feels like it goes a little bit juddery now and again. Okay, there's a bunch of dudes in there again. Now, because we leveled up, my health has increased from 3 something to 608. Feeling a little bit more tougher now. Try to sneak in the back jack. It doesn't auto attack, which is really weird. Like once I click on a guy, I want it to keep attacking. Then just move my cursor around the enemies as they die. So manually click each one. I can feel finger strain being a problem after about 4 hours. But then there is controller support, so meh. Feel free to say shut up, you ugly git. Do you know what I mean? You know what? I think these guys just keep spawning unless I take down this middle piece that I can't get to. There you go, we've got it. His eyeball fell out. And it's got some shiz just sparkling on it. Okay, I think that's it. I think we've done the entire sort of dungeon, I guess that was. Hell yeah. And I don't even think that was part of our thing. That was just Burial Hill where we were supposed to go. It says return to Captain John now. Oh, hello. We get rats with big teeth. We have got rats with sharp tails. Standing my ground. They are doing no damage. Since I've got in there and come out, I've come out a boss. I'll have you all for breakfast. Is this a different place or is that the same one? Cave entrance, I think it's the same one. So you can't click John over here and it auto paths, can it? So how do we find him then? Let's go to the map. What we've got here, we've got Barrel Hill entrance, we've got the teleportation station. You can't even click the map and he runs in. That's such an old way of doing it. You've got to manually work your way around. Okay, we'll backtrack the way we come as not to find any more enemies until later. Look at the way the blood has dispersed in the water. See what I mean about old games? It's the attention to detail. It's people creating something that they're in love with, the passion behind it. You know, the team wanted this game to be excellent for themselves. And that's where you get the creativity and the, like, when I say I play a game and you expect to do something and the game doesn't allow you to do it, it automatically disconnects you from the world. This game would have been played by people that are building the game themselves and then creating it as they go. And when they saw the blood and they thought that should go in the water and disperse, that's what they added in. And that makes a massive difference to the player when he gets his hands on it, because he's like, wow, attention to detail, you know, good decisions being made. You just back the game instantly. And I think that's why I moved to Linux. I think Linux was a massive shift and not an easy curve, but damn am I appreciative of it now. Like, now I've made that transition. I don't want my phone anymore. I don't want to go on social medias anymore, other than obviously YouTube and stuff, but like I don't want to use social medias as a consumer. I don't want to watch social medias, you know.
A creature was... I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing
who myself a drink at this point, boys.
Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors. Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you.
Still got another game
He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the ethereals.
Give me a 5-minute warning.
Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump.
Okay.
When you're done assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison.
Okay, the voice acting is on point. Very calm, very well done. And at this point, I think I'm going to try and switch to the old rusty controller and see if it just kicks in. Seeing what options we get. Okay, so we've got cursor. We say okay, and then... So things like this, I would say, are probably easier with the mouse, right? Like doing your inventory and leveling up. Gasping vines, what's this? At your whim, horned vines erupt from the earth underneath, with your foes inhibiting their movements. Okay, let's go with that. This is tree people down here. This is tree people. This one's lightning. Primal strike. We'll have a bit of that action. All of these can be reset, I believe, at any time. Just going to do like part 1 on as many as possible. Brute force. What's this one here? Okay, so one more.
I need some time to plan our strategy.
Okay, we need to speak to a couple of dudes on the map. Oh, so much better of a controller, boys. Oh, okay, I'm going to put my leg up. I'm going to get comfortable. We're going to get into it. This right stick makes the world of difference. So there's a guy to the right. There he is.
Welcome to my workshop. Rift gates. Yes, you don't remember anything, do you? I may have...
I need to sound adjust to see how easy that's going to be. So you have to hover something and then you have to press A or trigger on it. So if we go to sounds here, the volume of the guy is quite low. So I'm thinking of turning the ambience down, which is not easy on a controller because it doesn't drag. There you go. You have to select it via the diamond, pull it back.
Welcome to my workshop.
Yeah.
I saw you fighting the dead out in Lower Crossing, and I dare say you were absolutely brilliant. Evidently, cutting you off that noose was the best decision the captain made that day.
I'm in my element right now. This is
Where
awesome.
are my manners? I'm Kasparov, scientist and inventor. What brings you to my humble shop?
Okay. So
Rift gates, yes. The ethereals use them to get around. I was working on a way to close them, but then you stumbled through ours. You don't remember anything, do you? I may have taken some liberties while you were out cold. It was just a few tests, a blood
What did my man do to me?
Nothing major. The
He took
results
tests,
were
that's fine.
curious. It
When
appears
someone
that
says
your
they took
body
liberties
is
while
still
you were
teeming
passed
with
out or
residual
asleep,
aether energies.
alarm bells.
Don't worry, you won't be growing any new limbs.
He's a creepy
Oh,
creeper.
Excellent. These will do perfectly. Ah, very good. I'm sure a little more
Okay,
aether
250
in your
XPs.
system won't do you the slightest harm. Okay, maybe it was a lot more. Which, we've been so preoccupied. I have to say, I do feel a...
I'll keep an eye out. Okay, that guy waffles for days, but he was very helpful and we got a buff from him as well. So just moving the stick up and down as well will adjust the camera. This is going to be great for a deck. It's going to be great for like an MSI Claw or a Legion Go. This works. It's really nice. Now whether combat's as smooth, I don't know, but for now, navigation and walking around is way easier.
See anything you like?
What are you buying? What are you selling? So we've got some physics, some spirit. Now these actually matter, right? So in this game, like a lot of ARPGs, but not all ARPGs, I would say it's more less than more. The cunning and the spirit will actually matter to what I can equip. So for certain weapons, i.e. the crossbows, I needed a certain amount of cunning. Without that cunning, I couldn't equip them. So you don't just want to go with physique and make yourself super buff or super health. You want to actually go with spirit and cunning to allow to do upgrades and have like runes and stuff attached to your equipment, things like this. You're not just going to be able to go willy-nilly and equip stuff. You're going to get like this skull down here. It's got a red X. It says I need spirit of 76 to use it. So again, I'll refer back to here. We're going to need to put spirit on. And even if you're not going to use that particular item, hang on, let me get back to where was that? Here we go. Yeah, even if you're not going to use that particular item, it's a warning sign that you will want it soon, because whatever you pick up that you are going to want, you're going to need to upgrade as well. So I'm going to go with cunning and spirit, and I'm going to get them to about 100. Then I'm going to worry about my physique. Now, is that locked in? I think so.
Come see what's left of my wares.
This guy is only selling 2 items, and that is a vial releasing a cloud of toxin, basically a gas bomb. Stoneheart oil. Can only benefit from 1 oil at a time. An oil that strengthens your shield, but I don't use a shield, so he's pretty much useless to me.
What do you want?
It's a happy chappy. Yeah, they didn't voice over the whammons. I'm not sure if that's because there was no whammons on the team at the time. Does seem like she's the one we've got to talk to, though. What's she want? Please help my brother. I just saw him at the Soden Hollow in Whitmere before the Grim Dawn. Okay, so we need to find out where that is. How hard will that be on a controller? So select, go to map, go to local map, world map. There's Whitmere. There it is. So we can teleport this far and then head up to Whitmere. Okay, let's do that. Oh, this game's addictive because you don't have to do things in any particular order. You can take on side quests and just disappear off and do stuff. You're going to level up everything you're doing, and as long as you don't get oofed too badly, you're going to be able to just return back to base, grab some resources, and then head out again. Okay, let's start with the attack. What we got? So how do we attack now? A. Okay, feels pretty good. I can't seem to move while I'm attacking on the controller. But then you didn't really on the mouse. You clicked them, which made you stay still. But it was in short, really short bursts. Whereas this one, you sort of hold A, and then you can't move while you're holding A. Look, you spin. So it locks you into that place, which I might actually prefer. And that could be that I tick that box. Remember that classic? So it could be the fact I clicked the classic controls that did that. I'll figure out which direction we're trying to head in. It's one of those, we've got to go round and then up. Yeah, this works. I would go so far as to say, and this might be controversial with those who play on mouse and keyboard, I would play this on controller all day long. This is a couch co-op game for me, something me and Bubs can sit down and play, and we can sit in bed and play it together, we can quest together, we can finish each other's tasks, help each other with bosses. This game's actually freaking sick. The old dump. It's a lot of loot for dump. Now in hindsight, what I could have done is, although that guy had no items for sale, that's so that we can sell him all of our items. Everything gubbins that we don't want, we should have sold him. Okay, we've got kamikaze enemies. Explode on contact. That was the world's smallest rock, had the most loot under it. This game is not stingy. Ooh, buddies. Got the dash move. Okay, now while we've got a minute, I'm going to take 2 seconds just to switch to the mouse quickly because it's a bit simpler, and just hit the plus so we can actually level up. So what are we rocking at the moment? Might of a Bear. Shaman depicted the spirit of the bear. Let's go with that. 2 points active, done. And how do we use these Might of the Bear business? They just come as standard. Let's try C for character. Ooh, okay, we've got some kinky boots, 16 armor, but the one in the inventory's got 37. There we go, and then we'll put the other crusts down here. Sell them later. We've got a bandana. What's the bandana here? So 17 armor. In the inventory's 3 armor, no good to us. Rear offhand. Does that have to go up there? Yeah. I'm not going to replace my guns. What does it do though? 24 fire damage. Arguably not as good. The sword's pretty sick. I'll probably keep hold of that. This one down there. Two-handed weapon does 11 to 79 damage. It's a little bit random, that. Could be cool though. And back in the game we go. Whoa, we got breakables. Have myself a chest, boys. Oh, hello. 30 mutts. Keep pressing start instead of select. Right, select gives us... Ah, we've got some gauntlet gloves. 38 though, and we need the physique to 99, which won't be too bad because we're now at almost level 7. Again, the grind is real with this one, but it's quick. Level 7, and I've gone up, what, 2 levels since we started. Shot B in the face, there we go. Oh, it's not B. What is that, one of them bloodsuckers? Mosquito. Now we've got snake people, a whole bunch of snake people. Get some distance between us and them.
Yeah.
Nice. Eat it. Looking for the big mama, I'm assuming. I should be scared here, but I'm going to hold my ground. You dares, Rodders? You dares, my son? Hella loot. Hella loot. The game's so generous. Okay, he's dropping the armor.
I can't carry anymore. My inventory is full. My inventory is full. My inventory is full.
Don't know if you know or not, but his inventory's full. Right, let's go with the brand new threads. 18 armor. Don't mind if I do. We'll dash that. Right on the floor. We've got a new pair of kinky boots that require 99, so we're going to use those. That's what we've got going on here. So we'll ditch the gun, so I don't understand the point of having something I'm not interested in. We've got a knife at 11 to 16, so we're going to get rid of the knife. Probably worth selling again, but for now, rather space. So I'm trying to do the gloves or gauntlets and the boots right now, and they both require me to have a higher physique. Oh no, I want to pick one up. There you go, that one. Want to see what it was. So it was this body armor here. And it runs us at 58, 121 physique. That's going to take up inventory space for a while, that one. Aye, aye. Level up, level 7. That's what I'm talking. As long as we're in the clear, I'll do a little upgrade there, I think. Rightio, so we've got one there. We'll stick one down there. And again, I'm just randomly doing these. I'm not taking any note. I just want to get the first two fully decked out, and then we'll move on. Any suggestions are welcome, of course. And if you've been playing the game, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on the entirety of your gameplay session so far. How you're finding it, you know, how you enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it. Does it get cheap and dirty later on? I can't see it happening, but... Oh, look, physique. 92. Okay, so now what we can do is... I bet it was 99. Oh, it's 99. Typical. I need like 6 points, but we're going to have to wait for a whole level to get it. Let's zoom in a bit. Rotation station. Why are they angry? Don't be angry. Okay, that's nice. Got a necklace. There's a lot of management going on so far. We've got helm. 20 helm, taking it. There you go, instead of the silly bangle thing. There we go. What's this purple? Cipher necklace, quest item. Okay, good stuff. See, I have no idea where I'm at the moment. I went off on a side quest and I've just ended up fighting these crazy Karens with tails. And I've just been quite happy doing that for 5 minutes. Bring it. There's the Mama Hubbard. Whoosh. I love the way the crossbow explodes him into pieces. Loads of XP for this though, so it's not even like pointless to do any of this. It's all worth it. No, hit the mummer in the middle. Oh. That bitch can keep respawning. There we go. Do I get some chicken? No. I'll weed out these balls and get close. This game's legit. It feels impactful, it's responsive, it's great to look at, sound effects are amazing. Where has this game been? I mean, it's just been on the bucket list. Unfortunately, I'm late to the game, but I'm damn sure going to go through this. This is going to be a playthrough for me because it's just so enjoyable. There's nothing bad about this game at all. If you enjoy ARPGs or MMOs, it just fits so well into that genre. Probably going to dump this. Probably not worth much, eh? Myself a little bit of freedom. Freedom! That's all my loot I dropped last time. Take all that nonsense and have a look. Okay, we've got another helm now. 39. Okay, we are upgrading periodically right now. Onlyfans.com, never that, Phil. Never that. What are you talking? You just want a feet cam. Because he's a purr. You ain't see him a big toe, bro. You ain't see him a big toe. Whoa, here we go. Shoot a dog in the face. Big disgrace. Yeah, back off, back off. Let me begin. Oof. Yeah, I reckon I have to take all these down with no damage. There you go. 784, finished on. My health was regaining quicker than they can do damage. That won't always be the case, but for now, a little bit OP. Whoa. Okay, let's check it. Oh no, we've got another one of them things. 17. This one's 40. What? 34. There's so much gains. 23 on the armor. Yeah, look at my Dapper Don. Does that actually change in the game how you look? It does as well. That's it. I'm sold. I am sold. This game is legit as AF, as just as good as they come. Ooh. Ambush. I needed to zoom out because there's just so much on me, look. I got my new helmet, bros. I got my new coat on. I got my Gucci coat on. You ain't gonna be able to take me down. Ooh, around the corner. That's right. My Gucci coat for the win. I need to get comfy. I need to sit on my foot before Phil spies it. So hot. I'm feeling like a ragamuffin today. I feel like Onslow in a shirt. Stuffy. Right, we're at 16 past. We're going to switch game at 1/2 and do the last hour of Whisper. So we've got about another 15 to 20, but we're going to go ham. I'm good. You fiend? I'm always good. Fiend. So it's so hot. It's hot where you are now as well. You're in the American side of things. We're going ham. We always go ham, baby. Tomorrow will be the last one, so that'll be the more ham. Friday, budget Friday. It's a triple trouble tomorrow. We've got triple games to play, all brand new. To be honest, at this point, I wish I was playing this. We'll have to bring it back ASAP. There we go. Bosh. Nothing but giblets everywhere. So level 7 Shaman, 92. I reckon I'll be about 100 on a few of those by the time we finish off. Check the map. We ain't checked the map in age. I've completely forgot about the map. Look at these tasks I've got. I have no idea where any of them are. One of them was help Barnabas with the water. That's a star on the map. Let's have a look if that's anywhere in our vicinity. See no stars. Let's go back to the local map. So again, oh, we're in Witchmere. We want to be in Witchmere. So are we in Witchmere? No. Shanus at Devil's Crossing. That was my basic teleportation station. We come to Broomhill. We've gone up. It's weird. I don't know where I am. Just keep rolling until we find another teleport station. Again, I'm seeing artifacting. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I know it's old, but the power of the systems nowadays can absolutely blitz this. So it could be the shadows need to go to Ultra, which is a bit tricky on a controller because it jumps. Look, have to use the thumbstick. There we go. We've got shaders. We can put that back to Ultra. We can do reflections. I don't really care about. Not going to help it, is it? No, weather high, lightning high. Alpha coverage, what does that even mean? Render high quality grass and foliage. Oh, okay. Why would you call that alpha coverage? I think it means add an alpha to coverage, right? Soft particles, HDR light. Let's go for the full work. Ultra the hell out of it. Boom, boom, get some, get some. Yeah, just check like it. You spend more time in your inventory than you do playing this game though. The inventory's mad. Okay, it might be worth an upgrade soon. That's a sniper rifle, is it? Bolt action rifle, yeah. So that might be worth a try. I'm still liking the crossbows. They are very versatile, very fun to play with. Okay, I spy my little wide teleportation station. Ooh, guarded heavily though. Yeah, I'm out. We're going to have to fight these on the distance game. You got your popcorn? Awesome. I'll get in a conversation with you in between games in a minute. Let me just get through this. I'm in the zone, you know, I'm in the zone. When I hit my element. What's this game like to watch, guys? I really enjoy it. I could do a full playthrough of this. Whoosh. This game came out in 2016, believe it or not. Okay, they're just going to keep respawning, so I think I'm better off staying like close to make sure we get them without the respawn. Man's got a flamethrower, did you see it? Boom. Just die. There you go. What the hell?
That skill's not ready.
Dude, I'm running out of stamina here. Hiding behind the tree. Okay, he's on. Took the burn damage just to make sure we were going to open the portal. Hell yeah. Okay, we can now teleport all the way back to base. It looks great. You like this one? And it's using controller, so it means you can play it on your home PC, Steam Deck, anything you've got to play it, it will work. I've tried it with a mouse and keyboard. I actually prefer it personally with the controller, which is a weird one because the game would have originally released with just mouse and keyboard support. And if this game plays this good, I have high hopes for the Guild Wars update they've just done. So the original Guild Wars now has controller support. And I've always wanted to get back into Guild Wars, and controller would definitely help that experience. If it's as good as this game pulls it off.
To report in. Take some time to mingle with the other survivors.
Take some time to mingle.
I'm still waiting for one of my scouts.
Right, hang on, let's try this star up here. So star is essentially your
Captain send you over?
main waypoint. Help Kasparov.
Did you get the
I'm
scrap?
just collecting a bunch of stuff. I'm getting more quests. I don't want no more quests. I want to end quests. Finish them.
Have you happened to find...
Okay, we still haven't found his thing. Oh, there he is. That's who we're looking for. True that. Right, let me sell my crusty wares to the shopkeeper, and then we'll leave it there, I reckon, and switch to our next game. Right, you can have this. So you just literally drag and drop it, which is nice. My bandana, you can have my crusty Jewish headpiece, you can have my gun. These ones I'm going to hold on to for a bit. These three I'm waiting to equip when I level up, which won't take long. We're almost there.
Put it to good use.
Right, son. So all of these people are now waiting for me to complete tasks for them. They're all on the right hand side. So I am going to go ahead in my spare time and finish those tasks. And that has been the first impressions, and that means you can now leave or hang around for the third of the Triple Trouble, which is Whisper Mountain. What do we think of the game? I mean, it's been out for 10 years. It's now the anniversary. It's under $10. It's freaking sick. It's got great controller support, which I actually prefer over mouse and keyboard. The visuals are to die for. It's crisp, it's sharp, it looks good, it plays well. It's had tons of updates up to this point, so you can bet yourself that you're getting a solid deal for the money. Bang per buck. It really can't be beaten in the ARPG genre, really. There's on par other deals, which I won't mention now because we're talking about this one. But I do have those coming to the channel, and we will talk about those as well. But this game is by far, it's been on my bucket list for about 6 years, and I've only finally got round to it, and I wish I played it 6 years ago. So take from that what you will. Now we're going to go by the 5 golden rules, which is visuals, sound effects, playability, replayability, and of course, was it any fun? Now for me, no glitches or bugs. The sound effects were great. The voiceovers are on par. There's not many of them, that the ones they have included were worth including. The overall visuals are sharp, clear, and up to date, up to today's standards still. The sound effects, I didn't find any issues. No peaking or, you know, droll sounds, no weird sounds. Everything is just working as it should. It runs great on Linux. That means it will run great on your deck. Replayability, of course, you can replay this game till the cows come home. There's a bunch of different classes, a bunch of different character creations. You can run through any style you wish and try out different abilities and stuff. And even if you didn't like it, you can just reset, start again. Even your skill tree in the game can be reset at any time, and you can reorganize it and take a different path. So that's really good for the beginner, so you can play and pick and choose as you wish and play the game how you feel. The main selling point for me was the couch co-op. The fact that I could sit in bed with Bubs and play the game on our handhelds or on telly, and we can have a blast running around together, doing tasks together, helping each other out on quests and bosses. That's really good to have that as a feature. And not only that, you can do online co-op. So if you have a friend across the water, you can join them, you can play with them, you can do voiceover chat, and it has built-in voice chat as well, which is a really good feature. The overall playability of the game is great. The actual combat got a lot better with the controller. I found myself really enjoying the game. It felt a bit more like a modern Diablo 4 or or something along those lines, or Path of Exiles. So it fits into that category. It definitely deserves a place next to something like Last Epoch, which is just slightly below the top tier of the ARPG genres. I don't think it takes a top slot because obviously it has some unfinishedness to it. It does need some more voice acting. It does feel like it could have done with some refinery here and there in the quest searching and the way that it sort of lays out the quest for you. It's not hard by any means. It's just a little bit old school. It does remind me of Dungeon Siege from back in the day, which isn't a bad thing. That's actually a really good thing for my nostalgia. And I just really had a blast with this one. Fun levels are off the charts. So essentially it ticks all my boxes, which is why I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. No game is perfect, and I've deducted points thus so. But overall, I think I'm going to play this one to death. It's going to be one that's going to be on my go-to list when I'm not editing or bringing live streams to you guys. I think it's definitely worth checking out, and I wish you all the best. Go check it out on Steam, wishlist it, follow it, or go buy it because it's only under $10 right now on a sale. And I'll wish you all the best. Links in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye. There you go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, gamers alike. We are done. So we're going to finish that one off. It just auto saves, which is great. So I can just go boom. And now we're going to do Whisper Mountain, which is a 2D roguelike action horror game, which is really cool. We have featured it already on the channel. We're going to be jumping back in for a second visit because it's just that good. Mountain. There we go. So we're going to finish off the remainder time in a cool 2D environment, which would be nice. And no pressure. It'd be a nice relaxed one. And it is control support, of course. So we can just kick back and chill it out. I'm going to give you a picture as soon as it fires up. I've done it for me. But I will make sure we've got the right one. Yeah, it's under Grim Dawn for some reason. Okay, cool. Stop the recording. Just going to start a new one. Someone say deck. They did. Okay, good. We're in. Let's get it to the main menu. Boom. Records on. Okay, bring up. I mean, we've done the Steam, so this is the second visit. So we're not going to be doing the massive intro anyway. So how we doing, Phil? How's things? Thank you for all the guys over on YouTube chilling out and hanging out with us today. Greatly appreciate your time. Time's valuable, and I do appreciate you spending it with us. If you want to hit the like, then I know that you guys enjoyed either Grim Dawn or Whisper Mountain or the Akatori. You know, leave a like on the video and I'll play those again. I think all 3 games today that we're going to be playing or have played and going to be playing do recommend I recommend another playthrough of each. I think there's a lot there to see and do in each one. I saw it. I'm sure you did. Right, let me get fired up for another one. Got that connected. Is it on? Yeah, lovely. Right, it's ready to go. If the game needs to be adjusted, let me know with sounds and whatnot. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. And this is the end of the Triple Trouble. This is the 3rd part. We're doing Whisper Mountain again for the 2nd jump in. This is the 2nd part of Whisper Mountain we're checking out today, guys. And it's going to be the continuation of the playthrough. So we started the game off with the first impressions. Now we're on part 1. Now it's going to be a very short part because we are at the end of a live right now. And we're just jumping in because it's a fun thing to do. And the game is awesome. But we are going to be continuation in these on a longer basis. So we're going to do like 4-hour live streams and actually condense that down to about an hour each chapter, hopefully, and put those out for you guys because everybody seems to enjoy this one and nobody seems to play it. It does have couch co-op, it does have co-op with your friends, it does have solo to the max. It's a roguelike survival horror along the lines of like an ARPG Resident Evil, if you like, but it has some really cool features and it has some really cool moments in the game that stand out. So I've been looking forward to getting back into it, and today is that day. So sit back, get yourself a drink, put your feet up, and let's just jump in. There you go, boys and girls. Intro there somewhere. Boop-a-doo. So, how long did we play it for last time? So, we've got... Doesn't tell me my playtime. That's weird. Surely not. It tells me the date. It tells me the time. I was hoping it was going to tell me how long, so I'll check Steam for that. I'm sure we did 2 hours minimum. Yeah, 1.5. So, 1.5 on Steam doesn't really mean 1.5. I'm sure we did a 2-hour session. Just thereabouts. Unable to load the data because it was created on an older game version. Would you like to start a new game or overwrite the slot? Okay, we'll overwrite the slot. Scenarios Outbreak. We had it on Hollow. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Because it's a roguelike, you only get 3 lives. You don't necessarily have an end game. The idea is that you survive as long as you can. So we're going to start again with a new one. What did we take last time? Let's see what we got. So Firefighter, I think we went with. Starts with an axe, crafts it easily and loses it on death, resistant to blast damage. Maximum health, that's probably what we went with. I would say we went with that one. Righty-ho, so we've got a control center. So control center is where you pick a stage, what you want to go to. And these are your lives here. These 3 torches in the Illuminati circle there, which is none other than the Illuminati circle, will go out as you get oofed. So you don't want to do that. You've got weapons to test over there. You've got radios and wardrobe to change your clothes and appearance. You also have a storage box you can lock stuff in. And you have a crafting bench to craft new items. So basically all you want to do is jump into missions and get items for crafting. And then once you do that, you actually get access to the other stages via your car, which you leave your base at once you've crafted a bunch of stuff. Sounds pretty basic. I can go through it in about 2 seconds, but it's got more in-depth gameplay than that. Here we go, transport, and away we go. I think this one needs to go louder, right? And check the options just in case it's the in-game volume. Load times in this game are amazing as well because it's 2D. So how are we doing, Phil? You found any games that you're interested in lately? You've been playing anything? Are you looking forward to Roger coming still? I'm sure you are. I was a little bit disappointed with the Marvel fighting game that they tried to bring out. That was a little bit of a suckluster release. I don't think that's going to do very well. Push to talk. That's all set up as it was. Okay, cool. Okay, let's jump in. So we're going to use the mouse, sorry, not mouse, the controller. Straight away we're getting pistol. Give him a batter, make sure he don't get up. So if that is as loud as it goes, I need to turn it up for you guys. There we go. We've got dodge, we've got aim. Where's sprint? Okay, you have to hold it. Ooh, what's that behind the counter there? So we have already done this stage in our first impressions, but it's worth going back through it just to collect some items ready for the next part of the game. So I think this little short video will be like a revisit to the game. We can re-talk about certain elements of it and basically have fun where we left off last time. Okay, green herbs. I think my inventory is now full. Where do we get to the inventory? This one. Okay, so what we got? So we've got petrol bomb, machine gun. Okay, I'm going to keep that stuff. Like, that's pretty valuable, that stuff. Hello, we've got first enemy. Blah. Blah. Now, I do have a pistol, but we're not going to use that when we don't need it. Damn, that guy took some beatings. Emerald. Okay, emeralds are worth a lot. Like, they're worth collecting. But I'm going to have to use my health to get rid of it. There you go. So if we go into the inventory real quick, you'll see that the emerald, a small gemstone shining in green. It tells you nothing, but it's actually worth a lot to us at the moment. We've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat. Bought that collection edition. Do you mean the old school, like where you can play like Mortal Kombat 2, 3 and 4? Okay, push the lock. Catch it on the way down. Cha-ching! Oh. Nice. Ooh, is that mine? I'll have a bit of action. Is when it starts getting a bit creepy and a bit more dangerous. Nice. So this one, I've used the gemstone. I need a pearl gemstone. Da-da-da, which is normally over on the grass here, if I remember rightly. There it is. No, that's the amber one, but I think that'll do as well. I think it's 3 or 4 of those we need. Hello, hello. What up, Poncho? How you doing, my friend? Okay, let's see if we've got the fuse for this. Nope. Well, that was going to kill us off. Back up off me, bro. I'm out of stamina. Take it to the gun game. Okay, they don't stack. This was the problem I had. The inventory is really small. You can increase it later on, And you can combine items, like these bullets, for instance. I can press X and I can say, like, combine with this one. That one. Yep, there you go. And then I can maybe drop that 15 bullets. But it's not good enough. You should be able to stack. Like, if you pick up a mine, you should be able to stack those mines. Doing well, been lurking for a bit. But only because I was editing. Oh, eating chips. What chips you got? Crispies? Walkers? Or are you talking about proper chips? I'm a wedges man myself. I like a big thick chip. You know what I mean? If I ain't got no potato in it, don't give it to me. Oosh, I'll go with steakhouse chips. I can rock with those. I need to reload, but I'm not getting a chance. Okay, nice. Quickly get into the inventory, bust this, go to combine, bust that in there. What? That don't fit? Of course it does. What are you lying for? Combine. Bullets. Are they not the ammo? What's happening here? Oh, there might be spray and pray. Hang on. Let me go with spray and pray. I heard a zomboid. They're going to be them. They're going to drop down. Shotgun shells. Oh, there he is. Right, MP5. Correct. So now if we reload, there you go. So the bullets I've got are actually for the MP5, not for the handgun. My mistake. It's been a hot minute. I think we played this about 2 weeks ago. Right, now if I do... Combine. There we go. Now we've got a slot. And this is drinkable, I believe. There you go. So now we've got 2 slots. Good stuff. We can take the mine over here, and then we can do... Equip that to there. Drop that on the floor. Now when they walk on that, it's game over. And petrol bomb for emergencies. So we're looking for an amber ruby right now. And a pearl gemstone. I thought they were rubies. An amber and a pearl gemstone. Here we go. We're in. Cha-ching. We're in. Chilled flavored Fritos. Actually. Sounds good. Sounds like it's going to clog up your heart. I've given up cheese. That's a revelation. I've eaten cheese now, especially mozzarella cheese. I'll have melted cheese on everything. I'll put cheese on everything. You know, I'll put cheese on cheese. That's how bad I was. I'll put cheese on toast and then put cheese on that cheese. That's how bad I was. Now I've just quit cheese altogether. I'm not liking my movies coming. I've got some movies coming, right? Getting a little bit of shoulder action going on. It's a little bit too much man for me. So I've had to rein it in. I've had to cut back. It's not good for me. I've lost some enjoyment out of life. You know, I don't got no cheese anymore. I don't eat nothing that's too greasy. I'm just eating not healthy. Like I'm not a pleb. You know, I haven't gone on a vegan diet and start telling everyone about it. But I've basically gone to like just eating normal food. You know, normal bare basic foods. I like chicken. You know, I've got 2 fresh chickens in my fridge. I'm going to have a nice chicken stir fry. I'm going to have a nice curry and try and keep the weight down, you know. The problem is the Domio sauce. You know, when you buy a Domio sauce or a Grossman, they come with a lot of like fat in that. A lot of acidic as well. It's very acidic. Bro, you come through the window. Back up off me. Couldn't hit a barn door if I was standing in front of it with this one. Here he is. Putting a chicken in the oven tonight. Do you know what? I might do it tonight. It depends. I'll probably do it tomorrow because I've got more time. Tomorrow's live stream, we start 1:30, and I got 3 games to get through, which means I'll finish about 5. So I can go downstairs, have a drink, put dinner on by 6. I'm eating by 7. I've got a movie on. You know, I'm chill by then. Tonight, not so much. I've got a few things to do after stream prior to settling in. So therefore, I don't have time to cook a chicken. But definitely tomorrow. Got myself a chicken stir fry or a curry. What about you? You got plans tonight for chicken? Closest to chicken I have right now is a chicken patty. I mean, that'd do. That'd do. It's just a good bit. I mean, I have jabatis, right? So I call them jabatis, but they're actually naan breads. So naan bread, I nicknamed jabatis. I love a naan bread. You know, curry, chicken curry. I like a balti with a naan bread. Oh, white rice, maybe some pilau on the side. You know, you want to zhuzh it up a bit. You want to act a little bit flash. You have a little bit of pilau on the side. But yeah, love a curry. I love, at the minute, I'm really into my chicken stir fry, you know, white rice only. Really fresh, really dry. It's nice. No grease. No heart disease. Trying to stay alive, bro. Just trying to live out here, you know. Okay, so we've got to put the balls in the missing thing. So it doesn't say which ones we need. Oh, I'm getting attacked while I'm doing it. Phil. So I've gone ham. Have a grenade. There you go. Oh, get some. Okay, them flames don't go out for a while. They were still burning. We're going to need some herbs, baby herbs. Okay, we've got green. Got the white. And we've got the yellow. Now what? They've got to be in a certain order. Oh, the lights come on. Okay, so that's definitely not green. That'll be yellow over here. And then green over there. I am rusty. Nice. Then would you get some more enemies come out? Would you call me? Get some. Stamina's down. There we go. Oh, your man sweats when the stamina's at the lowest point. That's really awesome to see. Nice visual cue there. You don't even have to look at your bar. This guy's armored to air. Bring it back. Shoot him in his face. There it is. Big disgrace. Chicken rested on golden golden potatoes. That sounds nice. So just what, like just plain ass chicken? So you cook it for 20 minutes, you take it out, you strip it, and then you just put like shredded chicken on golden potatoes. Do you have like a sauce? There must be a sauce with that. I think I eat more burgers than anything, if I'm honest, always with a side of fries. That's all right though. I had a wimpy twice this week. So we're in the same boat, bros. If you don't know what a wimpy is, Google a bender and a bun. Honestly, you won't get in trouble. Wimpy. Yeah, I've had 2 wimpies this week. I treated us. I treated myself, you know, that's a treat for me. Me and Bubs went in. I had to go to the opticians. I told you this yesterday, right? I had to go and get some bins tested because I can't see nothing. So while I was waiting for my appointment, I didn't want to sit in the hot sun. So I said, let's go and get a milkshake in a wimpy. So we went in a wimpy, ended up having a rum bubba and chips. Do you know what I mean? We had a bender and a bun. It was really nice. So then we went back 2 days later. I was like, fancy another one? Bubs never says no to a bender and a bun. That's for sure. You know, if you want to treat her right, you give her a bender and a bun. You don't mess with a bear. She sees a wimpy, that's it. Alright, I got the shotgun. Got my fuse. Who remembers the fuse bar? Isn't it? What happened to the fuse bar? Got the reload on. Been like a little bit of a dapper today. I'm going well. It went a lot better than our first playthrough. I need to pick up that herb, but we're now maxed out, so we'll get rid of the fuse real quick. And that way, we're going to switch that one that way. There we go, we've got the light. And we just got to turn this end one in. Okay, we've got some beasts coming out. Bring it. Look at his tongue hanging. That is an ugly mother. Don't set my mine off. That's it. Now we should be able to go and get that herb, baby herb. So we have got a massive playthrough coming of the original trilogy of Tomb Raider. We're doing Resident Evil 2, 3 and 4. And what else have I got planned? Mass Effect. They're the 3 major games I want to bring to the channel over the next sort of 6 months. Now they're not the only games, but they're the ones that we're doing, like, you know, starts of playthroughs for and trying to finish off. Resident Evil 2 we're at the end, so that one will only take a couple of playthroughs to finish. But big Resident Evil vibes. Just because Halloween's approaching, you know, we're getting to that, getting excited about the Halloween period. I know we're still in the summer right now. Hit the cat, shoot the cat. No, the cat set my mine off. See, I hate cats. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Vermin. Wimpy, I'm dying. Off to Google I go then. Wimpy. Oh, it looks delicious. It's like a sausage with little bits cut out. Don't ask me why, but it's basically a frankfurter, if you ever know what frankfurter is. But it's a frankfurter sausage that's round like a donut, and they put it inside with fried onion and usually a tomato and a bit of cheese. But I don't have the tomato and cheese. I'm keeping it, you know, as least fatty as possible. I mean, I'm eating the sausage, so, and the onion can't be good for you. They're quite acidic, right? But, you know, you do your bit. You do your bit. You start getting old, you've got to do a little bit here and there. I eat porridge now. You know, if I get hungry, rather than eating packets of biscuits, you know, ginger nuts, I've switched for eating boring ass porridge. Oh, he's hit me while I was down. Oosh. My man is all effed up. Look at him. Cue sad music. Okay, we've got no herbs, have we? Got no herbs, baby herbs. We've got nothing. Not even ammo. This might go in the handgun. There you go. And then we can put the handgun as equip. And then we've at least got something. Oh, hang on, I've got a shotgun now. What am I talking? Man's got a shotgun. Yeah, now we've got a blast from the past. But I am all weft up. I need some herbs. Let's find a botanical garden quickly. Let's go down the bottom here. Tomatoes do so much damage. No, it's not the tomato I'm taking it out for. It's the cheese, bro. It's just I don't like tomatoes. They're quite strong, aren't they? Especially the way they do it. They just sort of half a tomato and go, bosh, right on the top of your fucking meal. It's like, bro, that's not part of the deal. I came in here for a fatty burger and you've given me a fucking... Oh dear. You give me an organic garden. I'm here in my 30s eating pizza and burgers all the time. I mean, that's fair. Do you know what I mean? I basically did the same. You know what it is? Gamers are usually, let's say, quite strapped for cash because we spend all our money on games, right? And this is my job now, to tell you what games are shit and what games are good. But we spend all our money on games and therefore we can't afford any food. So what we do, we buy like the cheap shit and we buy in bulk. Let's be fair. And then now and again, we'll go out for a curry or something, you know, treat ourselves to a Mackie D's or whatever you're having. So, I don't eat Mackie D. I ain't eat Mackie D's in about 10 years. I don't know why I said that. I'm more of a BK man myself. But let's be fair, you spend all your money on games, so then you buy like cheap, shitty pizzas, right? I can get in the UK, if I go to somewhere like Iceland or Sainsbury's or wherever, you can get like 10 things for a tenner. Like when there's a single mum who says they can't feed their kids, I think they fucking lie, because you can get 10 things for a tenner. And I'm not talking about like just little things, not like a yogurt. We're talking about pizzas, we're talking about chicken, we're talking about like all sorts. You know, a bag of wedges is £1. Like, what are you talking? You know, And you can do it, you just have to eat frozen. And frozen isn't great for you, I know. And I'm going to get people in the chat saying, oh, you don't know nothing about food. I do, I eat gourmet shit, but I don't eat it every day. I'm not Rockefeller. I have a decent meal twice a week. I'll have a spag bowl. I'll do a shepherd's pie. I'll do a sausage, you know, toad in the hole. I'll do gravy with it. I'll have a roast. You know, I'll have these meals, but in between, I'm eating the cheap shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I love myself some welfare food, you know. I was raised on that shit. My mum was a single mum, and all she had was the 40 quid shopping per week to feed 3 kids. That shit's depressing, do you know what I mean? You are eating beans on toast at least twice a week. That's why I'm scared of beans now. I'm old. Shake, shake, shake is way better. Oh, Shake Shack. What the hell is Shake Shack? Domino's and a Whataburger, American junk food. Domino's. Yeah, I mean, pizzas, again, that's the problem, right? Cheese is so cheap. Like, I can get a pizza delivered at, like, I'm not even joking. I'll show you one day. We'll order it on, like, a special Friday. And we'll just order one of these big fucking pizzas. Like, they're so big. And they're like a tenner. Like, and it's got toppings on it. I can have 4 meats on top for a tenner. It's huge. But god damn, are you going to get some titties quick. Like, you are going to have heart disease if you eat that once a week. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't last 6 years. Do you know what I mean? It's that bad. You've really got to look after yourself once you hit that 35 mark. 35, 40. I think you could push it to 40, but you'll be like a bloated 40. So you want to start at 35 and sort of get ahead of the game. Because you don't want to be like below your peers at 40. So you've got to look after yourself, you know? 20 squid? Yeah, 20 squid to get you 2 of them, mate. 20 squid. What we do is we'll get a cheese and tomato margarita, a massive one. And then we'll like mix it up with the four meats. So when you're bored of the 4 meats, you switch to a cheese one. And then you go back to the 4 meats. And we can eat like easy 6 slices each. But that thing comes with like 12 to 14 slices. It's huge. It does 2 dinners. I have it the next day. Again, not good for you, but you know, it's so cheap. Even delivery is free. They'll bring you heart disease for free. I wouldn't even be bringing it up. It's just so damn good. I'm missing it, you know. I've given up cheese now for only about 3 weeks. I'm probably into the whole thing. Gosh, hang on. They're pushing. Okay, they're bringing it. Trying to run, but because I'm injured I can't run, and we're in the horde mode, so we might actually get oofed here. Just trying to push on. If we get back to the car, we can actually get the hell out of here. I see a door, but it looks locked, so I'm gonna have to go down and around. Might shut this one behind me. Might hold them up for a couple of seconds. You can see the sound's cut out, right? It's got dramatic. It's like, you about to die, fool. There you go, I'm out. We didn't retrieve the container. I'm not sure if we can leave without it. Oh, you buggers. They force you to die now. There's no way to get around this. I've got 8 shots left. I see no health on the map whatsoever. I'm scared. I would be. Look, I think I'm taking the door down. This is a game. Feels like I'm underwater. Sound effects are really drowned out. Ooh, I see Herb. Let me go. Herb, baby Herb. This game is so good. I recommend everyone buy this game. It's like $2 in a sale. There you go. We're back in the real world. We took the red pill, or the green pill in this case. We are back, Jack. So we've got to get the... We've got to find that classified container before we can leave. Now it is only stage 1, so they're not too harsh on us. Pick up the green herb. How come my inventory be full, bros? Oh, this is some nonsense. It takes up space. Okay, let's leg it. Block our path now. Oh, look at that. Football skills. Oh, eat it. This is where the mines come in, right? So if you save yourself a couple mines, get yourself a couple of extra inventory slots, you can blow them up as they're coming at you. Go on, baby. Go on. Go on, get you some. No! 10 seconds. I'm there. And on that note, you can fuck yourselves. I popped my cherry already. You couldn't get any unluckier on a bonus than that, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to do a playthrough of this game. We want to see the entire game. So we're going to be running a playthrough. It's going to be uploaded on the Shameless Rewinds channel. If you are watching this on a rewind, greatly appreciate your viewership. And thank you for hitting up the little bonus section now. We just talked shit and had a little quick game of it. But I want to thank everyone who's been hanging out live as well. Thank you for the guys over on Twitch. Thank you for the guys over on YouTube. You're all amazing. We are back tomorrow for a triple trouble. 3 brand new games to the channel. We've never played them before. First impressions. Join us for that one live from 1:30 tomorrow. We're here. I was going to say something, but I won't. We're here. We're doing good. And I want to thank everybody for their support on the channel as well, because we're getting a hell of a lot of watch time. You guys seem to be enjoying it more. I'm enjoying doing these videos more. And it's just going to go up from here. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your efforts. And thank you for your cheater chatters. And I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye. There you go. That's done. Oh, back in your cage. Hey, I like my cage, bro. It's a cage I built myself. It's true though, isn't it? You do like, it goes from wanting to not do work, right? So I thought, oh, I won't do the manual labor thing because that sucks. I'll go ahead and make something for the internet and do some content creation. And you suck. When you start, you suck. Like Phil found me and I was drinking myself into a stupor and I sucked. But now, you know, years down the line, I've been doing this 7 years now. Some people would say, well, that's not good, you know, but everything is up. Watch time is up. Views are up. I'm partnered. I've got like, you know, deals with companies. I've got people sending me free games all the time. You know, I'm in my element as a gamer, but I'm not in my element as a non-worker bee. I thought it was just going to be, it blows up, you get money, you move away. Do you know what I mean? You move away to sunnier climates and you live on a beach for the rest of your life. That's not how it works. They just give you work. They give you more work. Then you have to do the work to hit the targets to keep growing. If you don't keep growing, they'll stop putting you out there. And if they stop putting you out there, then you're stuck. So you end up living in a cage. You are caged now to entertain people for the rest of your lives. And then we're just going to keep going around in a circle. We're going to keep doing it, baby. We're going to keep on going until one day we just go pop. Hence no cheese. Hence no cheese, because I don't want to die here on live stream live in front of everybody. Just keel over and be like, And everyone's just like, here he's go, here he goes, here he's gone. No cheese, hashtag no cheese, that's it. That's a movement I can get behind, guys. Hashtag no cheese, no coffee. If I can get behind anything, that would be it. Now, caffeine, unfortunately, I do drink like energy drinks. I won't brand them up, but I do drink energy drinks and they are not good for you. But it's the only thing I can find as a mixer that I actually enjoy drinking. I don't really like no coffee. Yeah, I mean, caffeine is, well, it's a secret killer. It's like, oh, wait, he's a secret lemonade drinker. That, if I can creep in your fridge at night. Yeah, you're probably too young to even remember that advert. But yeah, no coffee is really, really bad for you. You don't want coffee. You don't want to go to Costa Coffee. You don't want to get the one with all the squirts of everything in it either. But it's so good. Well, probably. I'm not going to lie, probably. I'm more of a tea drinker myself because I'm British, you know, typical stereotype. I like myself a nice milky tea. But at the end of the day, I don't even drink a lot of tea anymore just because I know that caffeine's so bad for you. And I already substitute it with energy drinks. So I suck as a person. My health, I suck as looking after myself. So I've started to like think about it a bit more. Not too hard, but I started to think about it. So now I do a little bit of weights now and again, and I just try to not binge eat. So rather than cookies and biscuits, which I do lax on sometimes, I rather eat a porridge, you know, something with oats in that'll fill you up so you don't actually want anything. Have you noticed though? You must have noticed yourself, right? You eat a bunch of biscuits and you probably have a drink with it, like a, I don't know, let's say you have a milkshake or something with it. And then that's right, like 10 o'clock at night. And then you go to bed and you brush your teeth, whatever, you go to bed, and then you're like laying there thinking, I'm hungry again. Whereas if you have a porridge, you don't never feel hungry again. So that's good. So you're not eating all the junk. And if you can cut out cheese and you can cut out coffee, there's not much that's going to kill you. Like you said, you're a burger chips man. You can eat beef all day long. You can eat beef till the cows come home, because beef ain't going to mess you up. You know, you can have as many steaks as you want within reason. You know, too much of anything is bad. But yeah, meats are good. Eat some meats, you know, stick to your chips, have a bit of salt on your chips, bit of sauce, dip them in, you know, a bit of Tommy K. But, you know, everyone's got their vices and whatnot, and everybody eats shit. If they tell you they eat good, they lie. Because I have seen some of the yogerist women in the world eat some of the most atrocious foods and drink some of the most harshest coffees, and yet turn around and say, we're the healthiest people in the world because we're vegan and we only eat fish. You don't. You also eat McDonald's. You love a McDonald's chips, right? Which is barely just fat. I mean, that is just fat. You'll polish off a load of nuggets secretly, crying yourself to sleep. You'll drink a bottle of wine, right? You drink a bottle of wine when you're sort of down and in the dumps about your life. You'll drink a whole bottle of wine. I got a free wine rule for women, and that is 1 bottle for fun, 2 bottle all your emotions come out and you start crying, and 3 bottles you become aggressive and start attacking people. That's the 3 bottle rule with women. Don't give them 3 bottles of red wine, they'll smash up the place. You've got to be careful, right? So, you know, keep to the gin and keep it low key. You know, me and Bubs will sit around, we'll have a couple gins in the night, that's it. We don't have any more because there's no point. Doesn't do anything after that. Like 2 gins will relax you and 4 gins will make you go sleep. So that's what we prefer to wine, or, you know, Stella, a bit of As Your Father, or you can go with a bit of Strongbow, a bit of Shut Hell Up. We've got all these like beers out here for like beating women and stuff. Cliches, bros, cliches. This chair's creaky again. I'm going to throw it out the window. The carnivore diet seems to be getting pretty popular lately as far as health goes. Yeah, I mean, people like it. Again, you are an animal. At the end of the day, if we're closest to anything in our evolutionary scale, it's going to be an animal. And therefore, we eat other animals not for sport, but for pleasure, for, you know, procreation, for survival. So I think fish is a main one we would have eaten back in the day. And when I say back in the day, I mean like just after caveman, you know. We would have eaten fish, we would have eaten a lot of red meats, a lot of pig, we would have caught a lot of pigs, and we would have raised cattle at that point. So, you know, anything, I'm on the carnivore, that's it. Carnivore, you know, I like to get blood on my fangs when I eat. I think it's a good one. But I also like to subsidize it with some wedges, you know, potato wedges. They're full of pepper and herbs, but they also carry a lot of carbs and fats. So, you know, I don't think about it when I eat it though, nor do you. We're only talking about food because it's something to talk about, but like, I don't really think about what I shovel in my face. I just feel terrible about it the next day. So I'm trying not to feel as terrible about what I ate yesterday the next day. So that's why I'm just trying to behave. You know, cut the cheese out, cut the coffee out, try and keep the low-key energy drinks. That's the worst one for me, is energy drinks. I got rid of the vape. I no longer vape for about probably 6 years now, I think. No vaping. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. You know, I miss a cigarette, I miss a pint, you know, I miss going out and spending a bunch of money in the pubs. But really, I miss the vape, I do. You miss the vape too? I've still got it. I've still got it. It says it's on backup. It's in the cupboard with dust on it, just in case. But that's never happened anymore. I think the mindset has changed with me. I think I've just got a little bit more happier, a little bit more stable, a little bit more fun. I don't think I need those sort of things. Like, if you work all the time, you do tend to have more vices. Like there's like the British bloke. He likes a pint. He likes to gamble. He likes to have a fag, you know, and he likes to bang a side piece on the weekend once he's had a few drinks. These are problems that men come with in the UK. The vices, I call them. My vice is gin. I just drink a lot of gin because gin allows me to deal with normal people. If I have to go out in the world and do anything, if I have a gin, I can deal with them. If not, they just get on my fucking tits, to be honest. I just don't like people. I've been here too long. You have, my friend, you have. But you've enjoyed your time here, hopefully. At least someone will miss me when I'm gone. Or these fuckers get me, look. Right, till next time. Peace out. Look after yourselves. Going on to have some food.